To everybody, hey man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit that share, put the link up somewhere in your story, text it to somebody, do whatever. And if they're already subscribed, tell them about the secret menu and the Patreon for just $5. Join the Patreon for 2 extra episodes a month. Without further ado, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors that make the show possible day in and day out for you guys. A big shout out to Mission Smog out there in the city of Riverside. If you need a smog check, make sure you look no further and let them know you saw them on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Talking about Mission Smog in the city of Riverside. Let them know you need that special, you need that smog check passed, and they will hook you up. Also, make sure you guys go to Junkyard Trading Cards in the city of Long Beach. If you guys have slabs or want to sell slabs, collect different cards, sell or trade or play, hit them up. Junkyard Trading Cards in the city of Long Beach. I also want to give a big shout out to Pakalolo Flies, the number one the number one eyewear to protect your eyes against the LEDs. That whether you're in front of the camera in the grow room, PakaloloFlies.com. Use code word EZoneBRealTV. Also, the number one hash hole in the world right here for us. Talking about the Chiclets Hash Hole, award-winning. This is what we smoke all the time. If you guys want to get some of these in your life, make sure you guys go to the Patreon because that's how you get added to the secret menu. So make sure you guys are added on there and follow Chiclets_Los Angeles. And last but not least, for all your embroidery needs, make sure you guys check out the one and only A+ Products. Thank you for sponsoring this month. Without further ado, what's going on, XG?
What's up, dog? Chilling. Here's smoking a hash hole, feeling like an asshole.
Yeah, that's right, dog. Hell yeah, it's good to have you back over here. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird time. And also from the imported section of the podcast, who just released his brand new special, Hi, I'm Nitty, which we will be indulging in and talking about a bit. Let's give it up for the one and only Nitty, man. Congratulations on your special, my bro.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody involved. And I would love if you guys could go watch it on YouTube after this podcast. It's called Hi, I'm Nitty. Find it on my page or on the Comedy Records YouTube page. We'll post about it. You find the link in the bio. But yeah, man, it's dope. I'm happy it's done. It's my third album, second special, and I'm happy to tell, man. I recorded it before I came out here, so
hell yeah, man! Congratulations on that, man. I appreciate you letting us be a part of the journey. Can't wait to talk about it right now.
I recorded it in 2021, right after.
Was this Fit Nitty or still Fat Nitty?
This was On the Journey. So if you see the poster for the second one, it's the caveman thing where I was fat and I start to get thinner.
Oh, nice.
It was On the Journey. And that was a good special. That one did numbers on YouTube. We hit like 300,000 views on YouTube. Nice. And it was good. But this one I feel is stronger. But just like anything, after I recorded it, some of those bits I've changed now and are a little better than they were when I recorded it. You know? So like, I obviously watch it and I'm like, fucking hate this.
Do you remember?
Why are comics like that, bro?
I don't know, bro. We're so hard on ourselves when we watch our own shit. Because that's the thing about art. The art you make is your art, and you'll always look at it like it's not, because we compare it to other people's art. And we're like, oh, but it's not like this. But it's yours. That's how every artist feels, I feel, you know?
Do you remember your first, like, dive bar comedy show? I don't know if they do those in Canada, but
there's
like,
tons
like,
of, oh yeah,
you're like the
hell
TV's on, and you're like
the Bovine Sex Club.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about those are the hard ones. Like that's the trenches.
Yeah,
I've never done one of those.
Yeah, that's where
I've done one. I think I did one where the bar and TV was on, and I was like, bro, how
yeah, man. I used to do when I first started. I've been doing this for almost 15 years now. When I started out, dog, I was 19 years old. I dropped out of school. I had nothing going on. I was doing 5-6 shows a night, open mics, just every mic I could. And back then, even now, you do some shows where there's only 1 or 2 people in the audience. But yo, that's the shit that makes you good. Because if you can learn to make 1 or 2 people laugh, making 1,000 people laugh is easy.
Yeah, that's facts.
Light work. The more people there are, the easier it gets. You know, just when you can really do a comedy club and there's only 5 people showed up, and you can start murdering for those 5, you're like, oh shit, I'm on some shit right now.
Yeah, I've seen that when you're like, you only got one person to look at.
Yeah,
you're literally looking at 1 or 2 people, and you're like, are you gonna laugh or not?
Sometimes that opportunity, I feel, for any performer, either it breaks you or it makes you better. And the people that look at that opportunity and said, yo, I only got 5 people, but I'm gonna kill for these 5 people, this is gonna be some bangers coming out.
And here's the thing: as you're an open micer, for those 5 people, it will probably break you 99% of the time more than it'll make you. But in being broken, just like going to the gym, that's what makes you stronger. You're like, okay, I learned from this lesson. Like I did half those shows where you show up and there's 2 people in the audience. Those 2 people are there on a date at that restaurant and didn't know there was a comedy show. Now we're hijacking the stage and we're forcing them to not talk to each other and have this date.
You know what's
What if you start clowning on them too, bro? They're having
That's what happens, bro. I had someone spit at me before. Literally get up and walk up to me and spit at me.
Was it an Indian guy? That's like a very Indian thing to do.
It was a woman, and I had just smoked the joint before I went on stage. My mouth was dry. When I spit back, there was no spit in my mouth. No. It came out like.
All right, no. There's a lot here, Nitty. Explain the scenario. Why she spit at you? Who's this lady?
Okay, I did this was like 12, 13 years ago. I did a show at this random dive bar. There's 2 people in the audience. I'm on stage, just trying to make something, and this lady walks in during the middle of the show. She walks right into the stage. She didn't even hear me. She walks in and goes, "You suck." And I'm like, and I was like, "Fuck you. Your jacket looks like you got it from Value Village." Right? Because she was wearing a jacket.
Guessing that's like Ross out here.
No, Value Village is like where you give all your clothes away and then they sell it for cheap.
Goodwill.
Like
okay.
Goodwill. And she got offended, and then she came towards the stage and she spit at me.
Oh, it wasn't even that bad. No, I thought you were roasting her for a cool minute.
She just walked in. She's just some drunk bitch.
Oh, what a bitch.
And then I spit back, but my spit wasn't.
Fuck too.
Yeah, it was like it was like a misty Niagara Falls. I was high. My mouth was dry. I was just talking, But that's the type of shit, man.
You didn't do like the Indian guy in that show where he was like, "How do you slap me?
How can you slap?
How can you slap?" He slapped the fuck out of that girl, bro. And that
Slap the fuck out that bitch.
yeah, he was so mad. He was like, "How can you slap?" If you know what
Yeah, I know
video?
what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was like a big video for the Indian culture. When that video came out, when we'd see people, we're like, "Yo, what's up, dog? How can she slap?"
Yo, is domestic abuse big in the Indian community?
I think domestic abuse is big in every community, but definitely.
Yeah, fools are just like, "I want to slap you."
Yeah, you've seen people in India. The majority of people are wearing wife beaters.
That's hilarious, though, man. That is true.
You guys understand wife beaters?
What do you mean?
Like white people wear them? Like,
You
did
wear
you ever
them too?
wear them? You wear them?
Indian people wear them too. They're undershirts. That's what it really is.
Why do you need an undershirt? Like, I'll be honest with you. I grew up.
I don't wear them.
That's what I'm
people
wondering.
wear them because it like stops sweat.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what you wear because look, fool, the wife beater is like it was like a shirt that was made for a different time period in life. During that time where people were doing a lot of industrial work, everybody was sweating. It was very common because that was during the building of America. Like there was hella decades where there was a lot of building to be done. We're kind of like. We're doing technological advances now, but think about all the people that were doing railroad work, like just building New York. You see those videos of those people hanging in those towers, you know what I mean? And they're eating lunch, hanging all like that. Those are all people that all had wife beaters because they're like, "Hey, bro, I'm sweating so much." You know what I mean? Like it's.
But I don't. That's what I don't get.
Before there was social media, strategic workers or whatever, you had to build the building
Facts.
for them.
I know that, but what I'm trying to say is a wife beater. I don't understand what's the point of putting a wife beater on top of a shirt.
For
It's
us,
not on
like,
top. It's under.
Under. My bad. Under. Well, my bad.
It's like if you wear a suit, when you put on a dress shirt, you wear a t-shirt or a wife beater underneath.
So the logic is you wear a wife beater for the sweat. Well, if you put the wife beater, you're gonna sweat more.
No,
you're not.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's an extra layer on top of you. Yeah, it's an extra layer on top of you. So
But it's not the material. The material is thin. It's not meant to be like as a you wearing 100% cotton shirt, fool. You know what I'm saying? Like
I just remember as a kid
and if
looking
you're gonna
at
be
it.
outside, if it's cooler areas in Canada.
Like wearing a white beater alone without a shirt under, I understand that.
Summertime.
But the point of where I'm like, wait up, you don't like to sweat, but you're putting another layer. You're gonna sweat more, motherfucker. And it also doesn't even stop this because even though, if it would stop the pits, I could understand. We're like, well, dude, I don't want to.
But
be
it stops the
embarrassing.
back because you ever get your back's a little sweaty and you lean back and then your t-shirt touches your wet back.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm a wet back. my back is wet.
Fucking wife beaters.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking this up for you. Here it is. What's the point of wife beater shirts? A wife beater shirt, also known as an undershirt, is a sleeveless undershirt, often white, worn under clothing. It's primarily used to absorb sweat and keep the outer garment clean, as well as provide a base of layer and comfort and protection. I told you because a lot of fools were wearing like suits and shit back then. So you're trying to maintain that look.
You have to.
Yeah. Hey, so second special goes out. You're get 300,000 views. What changes for you?
Nothing.
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 Okay.
Absolutely nothing.
You didn't
But
get,
I did it.
You got recognized. I'm sure you got recognized.
I mean,
once.
yeah, people. I'm sure it's done things for me that I haven't noticed yet,
Facts.
or that I don't notice on an everyday basis. But it gave me some good clips to help me raise the following a little bit. But like in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't done too much. But it's not. I don't know, man. My goal is to make an album as I get better and I get more. I want to do like an album at least every year, every 2 years for the rest of my career. I want to finish this shit with like 30 albums. And the albums are for people. I would love for people to listen to them, but mostly it's for when I go back and I look at my comedy career. I'm like, what was I doing? What was going on in my head in 2017? What was going on in my head in 2021? What's going on in my head in 2025?
And I'm guessing you're like every other comic. Once this is out, you're not using those jokes again.
I don't even really do too many of those jokes right now anymore. You know. I like to, I pump out, I churn material. I write shit out all the time because I get sick and tired of doing the same joke over and over and over and over again.
Churn. I like that word.
As much as I feel you, because there's this one that I really like, but I still think I'm kind of over it.
That COVID-19 joke?
Fuck you, I don't do no more COVID-19 joke.
It's
fucked up.
No one, okay, it's 2025. Unless it's a fucking banging COVID-19 joke that is relevant to something
banger.
today.
It was a banger at the moment in time. I'd say, in my eyes, for my conspiracy people.
I was being sarcastic.
You just gotta get on stage more, dog. You should just be on stage more.
No. But I'm even no. What I mean is, I know a couple like headliners that their closer is still the same for years, and even
Steve
me,
Harvey.
even the one I use, I'm like, man, if I did this more often, I would get so bored of this motherfucking
That's what I'm saying.
joke.
Those guys
I don't do it enough.
But those headliners might not be doing it enough to
I
work
see
on
them enough where I'm like, yo, bro, you're closing with this
On Kill Tony?
lot.
Yeah, but then are they?
They're on Kill Tony. They're on Kill Tony
so,
sometimes.
Yeah,
But-
it's just.
But are they getting
out with
enough
Joe Rogan?
reps in, or are they too famous that they were
They're
afraid to
they're
work on new
comfortable.
shit?
They're just comfortable. They're just comfortable. It works for them.
get
I'm not
lazy.
hating on them. I'm not hating on them.
No, I
works.
get
That
it.
joke kills. It's one of the greatest. But to me, like you said, some of my jokes that I think are good, I'm also like, okay, I've done it like 30, 40 times. I kind of over it. Can't imagine your 150 time.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah.
But then you just put it away for a little bit and come back to it a little bit later.
Look, bro, comfortability is a very bad. It's worse than a drug, bro. If you can be honest with
Be
you.
comfortable?
Yeah, being comfortable is one of the worst things that you can have occur to you if you're a hustler or if you're always, if you're always on the go, bro. It'll literally stump everything. I mean, like for a person like me, I hate being comfortable, bro, because I already know I stopped caring about a lot of things. And then it takes a lot to pull myself out of that. Like it takes so much, and I don't like doing that, but sometimes it has to be done.
100%, dog. Yeah. Moving out here was mad uncomfortable.
On the mic, fool.
Sorry, moving out here even was mad uncomfortable, But
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but it was fucking. it was terrifying. You're leaving behind your whole life.
It's okay if you
here.
cried, bro.
I didn't.
You think you cried?
I don't wanna.
I mean, not like
My
a
mom
baby,
kept me
bro,
out.
but I'm sure there's the times where you're sitting there at the Airbnb and you're just like,
You know when I think he
Like,
cried? If he
fuck.
cried, you know when I think he cried?
when he saw pictures of his dogs.
Yeah, exactly. He's out there smoking a joint. Someone's walking their dog and like, oh, what's up, buddy? And then Nitty's like, where's my homework? That's the only time I think Nitty cried.
I'm not a big crier. I've been sad a bunch, but I'm not a big crier.
Not a big crier?
No.
Well, it's hard to cry. I'm not gonna lie. Like it takes me a lot to cry. I get
Takes a
sad.
lot
I get
to-
sad, but
Yeah, I
that
get sad all
whole
the time, dog.
tears coming down from me. And then if it does, I gotta look at myself like, hey, fool,
I'm very empathetic.
crying about.
Dog, it
I'm
was
very
hard.
empathetic.
My whole life coming out here, I pretty much gave up everything to be out here. You know what I mean? Fucking
Manhood.
Yeah, I'm gay now.
Yo, Nitty.
No, but like I gave up I gave up the comfortability of being a comic known in Canada. I can make money and tour and do everything, consistent money in comedy. The whole business, my girl, all that shit. It's all gone. You know what I mean? And it's just me and these jokes. That's all I got. And I got a 3-year visa, and I gave up everything. So this shit has to work out,
Not the
dog.
Beamer.
But that's from my old life that I still owe money on. So it becomes, you know what that becomes? That becomes a burden on my life because I'm not making that money I used to make.
You're right. I thought you owned it. That's why I was like, hey, you guys.
Nah, I'm still paying it off. But I'm not. And it's the rest of my old life is like pretty much gone. You know, all that I got left with was the Beamer.
Hey,
that still owe money on.
You know what's funny though that you said not too long ago? You got your albums.
Yeah, I got my album. That's
Something you
cool.
can go back and you just said that. You're like, what was I at that moment in time? You're like, yo, I was killing it in Canada at that moment in time. Murdering.
Yeah, so the next album's going to be about this time period in my life.
Is something wrong? Is something wrong with the shot, or what? You had something to say, Ray? Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something to him. I felt like you were holding back. Yeah, so third out it was 2019 second album, and now it's 2025 and it's the third album. What can we expect from this? Because we're gonna watch it tonight. It just released.
Yeah.
You know, for everybody. After we're done with the show, go head on over. We're gonna put the link at the bottom. Go head on over and watch Nitty's special. What is it called, Nitty?
It's called Hi, I'm Nitty.
Oh, you know what? They should all have 1,000 of those stickers, dog. Like, I swear, bro, there's people out there. There was one person that told me, stop sending me these because I don't like. I think a stack fell.
That's so funny.
Like, cause when I was packaging, like sometimes, and then I'm just like, all right, cool, and they were stuck, and he got like a stack of them, and then he sent me pictures. He was like, bro, stop sending me these. He's like, I have a lot of these, but all the fans that are watching, they know about that sticker, and that's the album cover, the one that's like ET-ish.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want them to comment? Do they comment same team? Where's the page? Is it your page? Is it going on?
Where can they watch the special?
They're going to find it. I'll post about it. I'll get you guys the link. It's going to be posted on my YouTube or the Comedy Records YouTube.
It's either comment hashtag same team or Del Taco. We still working on that Del Taco.
Yeah, we're working on it. It would be dope. I would love if you guys listen to it, man. I recorded it just before I moved out here, a month before I moved. I got my visa, so I was coming out here, so I did.
You're kind of waiting on it. You knew it was in the works.
Yeah, exactly. And it was pretty dope. Actually, like, dog, I broke my back like 2 days before the taping.
I remember I thought it was like, damn, you're not coming no more. I was like, you're handicapped now?
Dog, it was the worst. Like, everything was going so good in life. I was in the best shape of my life. I was so ready to record this album. I got my visa. Everything was about to happen. 2 days before the taping, I'm in the gym doing deadlifts, and I slip a disc. And I was basically paralyzed, dog. I couldn't move. I had to get dragged to the hospital on a wheelchair.
Were you doing some heavy weight? Were you trying to outdo yourself, or were you doing normal?
It was just, I guess I braced. I don't know what happened, but
sucks.
Killed me, dog. And then I remember laying on the floor, couldn't move, and my manager calls me, and he's like, so what are we doing? Do you want to cancel it? He's like, if you need to, we can cancel it. But also at the same time, we just dropped so much money to make this happen, right? So I was like, fuck it. I called my boy, and I made him bring me Persocets. And I was on so many perks that I was able to walk, which I shouldn't have been able to walk. But, like, I recorded this thing. I'm on, like, 12 perks that day.
Damn, that's a lot, bro.
The day I recorded this album.
Do you remember it? Do you remember actually being recorded? Because, I mean, you must have been loopy as a
I was loopy as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You could hear it in my voice when I talk. I'm like, and it's like,
for the situation you were in, how good do you think it came out?
It went pretty good.
Yeah?
I just, like, I know I wasn't on point where I could have been because the way leading up to it. But, man, I was so high on drugs. And then eventually I was like, man, I got mad at myself for doing it. I told myself I should have waited. But then it's one of those same things where my manager was like, I told him the same thing. He's like, yo, you're going to look back at this in 10 years and be like, man, I did that shit with a broken back, dog. Like, I walked on stage with a cane, and I don't know if you could tell if you watch it, I'm wearing a baggy tee, but I'm wearing a fucking back brace underneath my fucking shirt just to keep my body from not fucking falling over.
You know, that's commendable, bro. The fact that you I didn't know the backstory to your special, that how messed up or how high you were, not because you wanted to, just simply because your back was messed up. And
I couldn't stand.
Can we blame this on your personal trainer?
Johnny Bata, 100%.
He said 100%.
Because a personal trainer is supposed to let you know proper form and what and how to handle things. But at the same time, too,
What the fuck, Johnny?
I also want to bring up the fact that maybe he let you do it on purpose, because this guy every day, bro, was annoying the hell out of his trainer, dog. Every single day. Tell him what you were doing to him.
His name is Johnny Bata. and I would just walk up to him and be like, Johnny, can I put it in your bata?
Oh, dog.
Recording him every day, and this fool's like focused, right? He's like lifting weights and doing this, and this fool out of nowhere in the middle of the workout, Johnny, and you could tell this fool's getting annoyed, and I'm like, this was gonna fucking run the fade one day, but I'm sure this was like, nah.
No, you know what?
He was probably like, nah, let him pick him up. Let him pick it up.
No, Johnny's a comedian too, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, me doing that "can I put in your bata" thing changed this guy's career. It helped him so much. He'd be walking around the streets and people would be like, Johnny, can I put it in your bata? People he doesn't even know walk up to him and be like, yo.
But is that Johnny, you want to be known as, dog?
He did it, but low-key he was like, finally, people know who I am.
I mean, some people, like for a while, like when you were doing GPS.
Oh fuck you! I know I hated
X
that
to the
shit.
FAG.
Oh, man. That shit, like,
But there was people that were fucking knowing you though.
I do give it to them.
And it's not like they were coming up and beating you up. They were like, hey, what's up, fool? I saw that.
They would say it and then watch me turn around and be like, I'm just kidding, dog. Can I get you a beer? Like, but they wanted to just say X to that FAG because
Bro. It's like you don't think Lee Sayak gets like, hey, what's up, Flying Jew? He's really Jewish, dog. Like you don't think that it fucking bothers him sometimes?
It sticks, yeah. Those funny ones sticks, and the more you fight it, the more it sticks. To me, I didn't care. I was like, whatever, guys.
No reaction, dog.
Yeah.
When you react to stuff, people are like, oh,
I like it.
I got this guy to get angry. Poke.
How does your family feel about your comedic career? Are they very supportive? Like, do they know the impact or the difference of like, hey, my son has a special, like another special, or like do they know do they recognize it as an accolade?
I think my siblings do more than my parents. They weren't really happy. My family wasn't happy when I started comedy. Obviously, I dropped out of school. I was doing nothing. No, they just like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? But as shit got better and shit starts to grow, I'm living out here. They obviously see that shit's moving along. But like for the longest time, everybody, like, there's this funny story. I used to do this joke on my second album, like my closer. I talk about my sister and her husband and my brother-in-law, and whatever. I do this joke, and my sister and my brother-in-law were at the taping, and after the show, everything was fine. They were like, great, right? And then one day I do this podcast, and the guy's like, yo, so tell me one of your jokes, and I tell that joke on the podcast, and it goes viral, like 5 million views.
Damn.
Because the joke's like kind of fucked up, but then my sister messages me and she goes, what the fuck is this? Can you stop talking about this shit? People are sending me this. And then she got so mad at me, she stopped talking to me for like almost a year because of that joke. She's like, people are sending me this. I have a career, blah, blah, blah. And at first I was like, oh, damn, I fucked up. But then I was like, hold up. You were at my taping. You saw the joke. You heard it. And you were like, great show. That means you never expected to blow. You never expected anything to happen in my career. You didn't think anybody would ever fucking see it. But now that people saw it, she got pretty mad. So that's the point where, but like, we're cool now, but it's like, because I say some shit about my family, especially now.
I got the same. Okay, so
hold on. Is it? What do you mean? You say stuff about your family, but
real life shit.
Is that necessarily a bad thing, bro? Like, if I go up there and I say a joke, but like, anybody got their ass whooped when they were younger?
No, he
don't say shit like that.
about. No, he says like my brother. Like you saying jokes about your brother being gay or something. His brother does not appreciate you saying shit.
Oh
like
yeah.
So it happened to me. It happened to me too. I do a joke where it's I talk about how I didn't find out my mom and my dad got a divorce till my mom stopped cooking for my dad, and then she stopped cooking for us. And it's funny because every meal felt like a cheat meal, even though she's the one that got cheated on. My mom didn't give a fuck because she don't even speak Spanish. My sister hit me with like, that's fucked up. Why are you telling people our business? And then I'm like, bro, right after I call my dad up,
your sister hit you with a copyright strike?
Yeah.
That's our life.
So yeah, bro. So like, and
that's our trauma.
She got all mad, and I called my mom. I was like, "Hey, my sister wants me to tell you." My sister and my mom was like, "Is it working? Do people laughing?" Yeah, I was like, "She didn't give a fuck. Go ahead, run with it."
You know what happened with my mom? So my mom found out me and my sister were beefing, and she's like, "Why? What happened?" And I was like, "Oh, it's this stupid joke." And she's like, "Oh, that's crazy. Why would she get mad?" Then she talked to my sister, and my sister told my mom the joke, and my mom called me yelling at me. And she's like, "Why the hell would you say that?"
Can we know the joke?
Can we hear the joke?
I really want to hear this joke.
It's for my second special.
Oh, it's on the special.
My second one.
Oh,
Okay,
so
all right.
go here.
Yeah.
It's my closer. It's the end of the second
Well, I
special.
shouldn't have said
It's
that.
called
'Cause now
Person on
people-
YouTube.
Now people are gonna go to the end of it.
Well, then
Yeah.
watch that if
No,
you
it's
like
it's
it.
fine. Just go watch
No,
it,
but that's
everybody.
the second one. I mean, that's the first one I did. My new one. It's not on my new one.
No, it's on the old one. Yeah,
it's my last one from 2021.
Do you have something on your new one that is kind of you're like, I don't know if I.
There's some good, but not like that. There's some new bits I'm writing because, like, I'm moving out here. Me and my girl broke up. All this shit. I'm writing some new shit about my family and all this shit. There's the third album. I don't know if they're gonna like as much, but that one is more just like introspective thoughts. It's called I'm Nitty because it's literally like I'm on mushrooms and I'm just giving you everything I think in my brain.
Nice.
That's dope, man. Well, congratulations, number one on that, man. I mean, it's a big accomplishment as a comedian, and
Thank you, bro.
I know it's not going to be your last piece of work, and I wish you much success. That
Thank you,
I
brother.
hope this is another stepping stone in your career on the way up.
Trying to drop 30 albums, dog.
I have one more question.
Damn.
Did you have any say in the editing? Were you in the editing room, or because I know it depends on the comedian. Some comedians have some say. Some comedian, the production just it's.
Well, I mean, of course I had to say, like, they sent me the first cut, and then I watched it, and I gave them my notes, and then they came back with a second cut, and again, same thing with my notes. We did that about 4 times.
Was it a one take Drake? Did you have a couple takes?
I did 2 shows.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
It-
Damn. So okay, you're in your back. That was a lot of back pain. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
dog,
Yeah.
I
Damn,
was-
Yeah, that's 2 shows. I literally was. That's why I asked you. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I did an 8 and a 10.
Which one was better?
Flying on perks.
If you had to say.
Flying on perks. That should be your next your name of something, bro. Flying on perks.
Yeah, I hate Percocets, man. I'm so happy that I broke
It don't
that.
sound like it. It sounded like he was all like,
I was
give
in
me-
pain, dog. I needed it, but like it made me like I wanted off of it before I moved out here because like, dog, it takes away not only the pain that you're feeling in your body, it takes away all feeling. So emotionally, spiritually, you feel nothing. You just become a fucking robot.
Do you think that that's why the YNs they be taking perks out there and be committing crimes?
Yeah, bro. Because
That's why they don't
No
have
empathy when you're on
they don't have no remorse, and they're just like, yeah, man, go ahead and kill this,
Bro, no feeling. Where I liked it at first because I'm like, this is kind of cool. But then when I started thinking about comedy, I had no opinion. I had no take on it because I just didn't care. You don't care about anything.
Wow,
It takes away all feeling. It's the worst.
damn, that's crazy. Xavier, you ever taken a perk?
Nah. I don't like any.
We should do an episode where we all take a perk,
No, bro. Come on.
like a real one though,
I mean,
We're gonna test it on here live too.
No, obviously, we
know
get them
what's-
from a prescription. I think my grandma left some behind.
the first time I got perks, I went to the dentist. I got a tooth pulled, and I came back to the comedy club right after the dentist, and I had a thing of perks, and I didn't even need it. It wasn't that bad.
We don't perk to say.
And I was like, yo, anybody want a perk? And everybody in the comedy club took one. I had no more left. Everybody just wanted one.
Dude, you could have been killing everybody, bro. These fools would have been like, yeah, but you know what? That's how stupid
One for
comedians
everybody-
are, bro.
One for everybody is good, bro.
Yeah,
That's the regular
everybody
amount.
just-
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we would take 12 like Nitty over here. I'm just saying we take one and we're just like, you know what? Hash roll it up.
Throughout the day. So it wasn't 12 at once, but like I was popping them every couple hours because I
You
needed.
think your dick works still on perks?
I mean, if it did, every time I tried to thrust, I'd break my back. You know what it felt like when I went up to do the deadlift? You ever pull the crab meat out of a crab leg?
Oh yeah.
That's what it felt like. The top of my body went.
Are you
Came
big
out
on
of the
crabs,
bottom.
Xavier? You like seafood like that?
I like more mariscos. I mean, crab is mariscos, but I like more like aguachiles, un ceviche, un pescado zarandeado, fire.
I do like the American type of like seafood, but like maybe like lobster with the butter or like the lobster main sandwich, or something like, like I don't like going to the boiling crab. If they can take it out of me and give me the sauce, I mean take it out of the shell, that'd be cool. But I don't want to be sitting there fucking cracking that. Nah, bro, man, what the fuck? What the trabajar, way,
Like what was I gonna say? Like sushi. Sushi's considered seafood. Sushi's fire.
I don't think crab or like lobster stuff like that's ever beefy. That's been that beefy enough for me to spend the money on it. Where I'm like, I can get a little pinche piece like that, like yeah, dog. I don't want that little baby ass piece.
You know what is fire though? Crawfish With white people.
I've never had crawfish.
I've done it one time.
Those are baby lobsters, right?
Like
kind
little
of
ones, yeah. But these rednecks, they put that thing in like a ice chest, and they just stand around it, drinking beer, chilling, bro.
But like, how do you get?
Delicious.
Is it like they eat the whole thing? They fry the whole thing, or do they like take the meat out?
It's like boiling crab, but for a crawfish, which is little lobsters. But
How much meat is in there actually?
not a lot. You're just like snacking. But
it's like lobster nuggets,
Yeah,
right?
but
Because it's like a little bit of chunk, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, these fools do it redneck style. Like, they just put it in an ice chest, and they're drinking, chilling. You grab it, the kids running around, corn.
Is it like a whole crawfish?
Yeah,
And will they suck it out?
yeah. It's pretty fucking bomb. You're looking at me like I ain't even.
Is it
tried
raw or like
No,
cooked?
it's cooked. It's cooked. It's like bowling crab, but for crawfish.
And then how do you suck it out?
Like he's on sucked up
The bottle yesterday?
The other day,
Last week? Yeah.
The other day.
Yeah, by the way, thank you everybody for the super chats right now. I appreciate everybody that's hitting us with the super chats.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hey man, it's all greatly appreciated. We are upgrading a lot of the equipment here, so it's all to bring you better quality shows. And if you want to get some cool merch, go to flavorsbyezone.com or highhungry.shop. You can get hats like this or like the one Nitty is wearing. This is a We Don't Smoke the Same podcast exclusive. Or unless you join the $29.99 tier, some of you guys may get it. Some of you guys get other ones. Nitty has the new Doraemon edition. Thinking about catnip hat right there. I think it's dope. I like that hat. It's a part of my Japan inspiration. I'm working on a lot of things now that I have the space in the warehouse. I am doing a lot of designs for you guys. Go get the We Don't Smoke the Same windbreaker. Those are almost sold out as well. I'm working on a few other shirts as well. So make sure you guys go show support because every purchase that comes through, I hook you up. I either throw a big bag of some chiclets. I throw in like a jar of some Cali Blaze. I throw in I throw in one of these. I be throwing in so many things with every purchase to make sure that you guys always feel valued as a customer. So go take advantage of those deals that I have on there. Also join the Patreon if you guys are trying to get some of these in your life or some of these in your life. Join the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast Patreon for just $5. Gives you access to 2 extra episodes a month, uncensored. I mean, we kind of get a little bit more wild on there, and we just 2 extra episodes that stay on there, only on there. So you have to join them to see them. You also get some behind the scenes, some crazy stuff, some shocking stuff, access to the secret menu, and I'm gonna be soon making some exclusive Patreon merch. So I'm working on a secret menu shirt. So people who are part of the secret menu, they're gonna have like a secret menu shirt, and people will be like, "What does that mean, secret menu?" And be like, "Hey, you have to join the Patreon." So
I love secret menu.
yeah, you know what I mean. People are gonna be like, "Secret menu, what the fuck?"
You really are a fat guy. I love the secret menu.
I love
You never stop being fat, even if you lose the weight.
mentality. I love to eat, dog. I try not to. I try to think, but if you give me food, I will eat it.
Like
all. I order like a fat guy.
I'm lifting weights and doing a lot of like cardio, and I'm still on my diet. But like let me pass by Target and see some seasonal gummies, or see some, or all of a sudden I'm like, what the hell, new Pop Rocks or something, bro? Like I'm still thinking like a fat ass, bro.
I went to dinner. I went to go eat with Chiclets after the podcast the other day. We went
You guys
to Dinos.
always go eat, bro. On Wednesdays, that's your day when you guys go eat, huh?
We went to Dinos. And,
how fire was it?
It was fire, dog. But this is what I ate. I got a double cheeseburger, and I got the Polo a la carte.
What is that?
The pollo.
Did you get the chicken plate that's all like wet and stuff with the fries?
But no, I didn't get it with fries. I got it a la carte.
But with the juice?
With the juice. That juice, dog. That was good chicken.
Yeah, that juice.
And the burger slap too. It felt like it was
the
homemade,
burger
like,
slap.
It was nice. It was a nice. That was fucking. This guy takes me. Chicklets takes me to. Because I know he likes to eat too. He gets hot after the
he's a
podcast
fucking
on
fat ass
Wednesday.
too.
I know. After the podcast on Wednesday, I see him. I'm like, yo, you hungry? He's like, and he knows all these weird random spots. He's like, we're going to this random truck at this address. And we're like, all right. And I got, man.
I wish I didn't have tinfoil hat after. And I'm not even a foodie like that, but
He knows some cool spots. And like, I order a couple things, and this guy orders like, he's taking food for like the whole gang.
Yeah, no, the other day.
Hey, hold on, Ray. That's what we should do now. The next fucking Wednesday, we should just tag along and go to do a high hungry to where they go.
Guys, go eat with them.
Yeah, bro. It'd be like, hey, we just, cause technically we do the high process. Yo, we just got high for 2 hours.
Yeah.
How are we gonna do a high and hungry?
Or a quick little Instagram one. Quick little Instagram with weekly ones. That'd be cool. I think you should do it.
That'd be pretty
sick.
good.
Because then when you guys get high,
Cause we'd be done before like the show starts. It would just be quick.
and I ask you guys for recommendations when you're sober and you guys think about shit, but when you're high, you zone in on. You guys like tap into like what you really.
Oh, it's funny. The other day, I asked Chicklets to come through to my pad, and I was at the gym, and the gym's right next to In-N-Out. So I was like, I'll get In-N-Out. I deserved it, type of shit. And I hit that fool up. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get In-N-Out. You want anything? Let me know your order. He's coming and like he was be perfect timing. He hit me with nah, I'm about to go get carne en su jugo. I don't know if you know what that is, dog, but that is fire. I was so jealous of him where I was like, yo, can you bring me a plate? It's just like meat and juice. It's just Izo might be. You know what carne en su jugo is exactly?
Yeah, it's like a meat. It's like a beef stew with spices, and it's kind of like you know how birria has juice. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a dish like that, and then you let it. Yeah, it's hot. It's served hot, so the juices are still in there, and there's bean and rice, and sometimes.
And you know how good it is for who he told me like, nah, I don't want it now. Like I'm getting carne en su jugo, and then I hit him with the fool. You don't have to tell me that either. You could have just told me I don't want it. Nah, I want carne en su jugo. You fucking asshole.
Carne en su jugo?
Carne en su jugo just mean meat and juice. That's the weirdest name.
But carne en su jugo?
Carne en su culo.
Su culo. Some asshole? Beef asshole?
No, boy, fucking he's an idiot.
Carne. Like, hey, go to the Mexican restaurant and be like, yeah, can I get carne en su culo?
Can I get a carne culo?
Bro, can you do that, dude? That would go viral. I swear. If you go to Northgate and you ask, can I get carne en su culo?
No, it'd be like, yo. My friends told me, he's like, about this dish, carne en su culo?
Carne en su culo? Bro, they'll call everybody. Tell them what you want.
I want a carne en su culo.
Bro, oh, dude. And I think Northgate has those little tienditas on the side where they make food.
Not all of them, but yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, don't go to Northgate right now, for your ass will get deported.
Don't go ahead.
Yeah, like, yo, don't.
I have my papers.
Right now, bro, they're putting you in the van first and asking you later,
They'll
dog.
find out when you're in the detention center.
My papers are at my address. Oh, you don't have them on you?
Yeah, you got to be carrying a green card right now.
I was born here, and then he was just like, "What do you mean you have your passport?" It's like, "Yeah, fool."
Walking around with his passport, everyone's walking out.
Hey, yo, low key though, today, today on the way, bro, there was I was driving on the way from my house, and not too far from my house, it was a stoplight, and then an ICE agent and a black Ford Explorer pulls up, and both of them are just beefed out, ready to go. And I'm just turning around, and I look at them, and I'm just like, I just keep looking, dog. I just keep looking forward, and I was hitting the pen before that, but I'm just like,
what car were you driving?
My Cadillac. Yeah,
they're not gonna bother you.
Yeah, I know.
Are you keeping those rims? Those rims are gonna give you problems.
No. Oh,
yeah, they are, dog. You don't have to they are. They look amazing, but the car, I think the mat's fine, but if you just put like regular, more non-low pros, they're full. They got barely any tire on it. That's like says the dealer. Like,
no, the tires are brand new.
No, your rim is a low pro rim.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's very small. Like it just says pull me over. Like, I'm being honest with you. If you maybe help the rims, it might help you.
Not with the big American flag in the back.
Go.
That right there is a international sign of, you know.
Get some off-road tires on it. It'll look nice.
Eventually, when I'm done with these, I will, but not right now.
Giant American flag.
I did see the. I got brand new ass tires.
Yeah.
Their thread is fat right now. So it would suck to throw them. It would suck to do that right now.
How do you know there were ICE agents in that car beside you?
I literally saw the fools beefed up with jackets and the computer in the front, and it said California exempt and all blacked out, like Ford Explorer, and I'm like, damn, fool. They're
probably in the car like, yo, should we get this fool?
Nah, I was just like, they looked, and I was just like, man, I was like, whatever, y'all. I'm not gonna fucking pull the window down. Fuck you. You know what I mean? That's like, pull, throw a fucking rock through the window, like, bro, like, nah. I was like, that's not what I'm gonna do either, bro. You know, but yeah, it'd be like that. Hey, did you hear this happened the other day? I was hearing about it, but I just got to looking into it. Fool, blood in, blood out style. They try to get that fool Swifty Blue, dog.
Oh, fool! I read a little bit into it.
19 MM members got charged.
Pero por qué?
Fool, they all tried to corner this fool trying to smoke him, and they were beating, the quote unquote from what I read, they beat him and they stabbed him a few times, but fool kind of like didn't phase him type of stuff. He went, he got hooked up and all that stuff.
Explain. Okay, so sorry to interrupt you, but like explain. So what I read on Instagram, that some people that he pissed off some people from La M, right?
Yeah. So Swifty Blue was in prison or like was in jail. Like he went, I think after COVID, he went to jail and he was there for a few months or almost a year. And during that time, he pissed off somebody. And, because of song or I don't know, something, politics, hood politics. that somebody had got charged with 19 other fools. Because when you're involved with like organized crime, like MA or something like that, you just don't be like, hey, I'm gonna smoke this food. There's a ranking system. It's like you have to get permission and all this stuff. It's an organization. So 19 people got charged with putting together trying to smoke this food because they had caught this fool slipping while he was in jail, and they stabbed him up and they beat him up. But I guess it never really got public because they looked into it, and then as of now, they charged all those 19 fools.
Damn, so straight up blood in, blood out style.
And the crazy thing about it, though, is that after he got out of prison, wherever he went, bad stuff happened, bro. Because you remember there was a taco restaurant or something like that. That fool went over there to do a food review or something like that. Fool, the next day they burned that building down. They moved that restaurant had to move to a whole nother state. They didn't move to Arizona, fool. And then the McDonald's or something where he did it, I think they vandalized it too. Everywhere he went, I'm like, bro, when you piss off organized crime.
Oh, they fucked with everything he liked.
Yeah, they were, and every time he would just go and make a video, he's like, yeah, man, fuck the haters, man.
Oh, wasn't Swifty Blue the one that said, if you come to a lake, you gotta check in with me?
You see why you shouldn't say things, bro?
You know what that reminds me
One day,
of?
number one podcast is going to come after you and be like, hey, fool, Swifty.
So what rapper can say that?
I don't think anybody, bro, I think you always run the risk because not everybody's going to be happy with you saying something like that.
So there's no rapper in LA that can say right now that they need to check in with them.
What does that even really mean, though?
I think if
I text them, do I like your Instagram? Do
Hi,
I leave a comment?
I'm in town.
Yeah, like, am I?
No, look, what it like.
Email, letter.
Fools that say it's time to check in and all that stuff, obviously they're on that time. If you're on that time and you're moving like that, it's advised for you to check in and get some kind of protection, bro. But if you're just moving like a regular civilian, bro, and you really feel like you're in danger, bro, you can hire your own protection. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be checking in. You're not involved in no gang politics. Like, if you're just a civilian, like, bro, that none of that stuff should phase you or involve you.
Yeah.
Do they have Indian gangs?
Yeah, in Canada, everywhere.
Yeah, there's like Indian gangbangers out there.
Yeah, bro. Vancouver is especially.
What's the name of the gangs?
I don't know what their
Chutneys.
names are. The green chutneys and the red chutneys.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't think it was that.
They're
Hey,
involved.
you gotta eat some chutney.
They're involved. I'll bring you chutney.
Bring some chutney,
sure.
dude.
Okay, I will. Indians are big truck drivers, so they run a lot of that shit. A lot of the import export.
Damn.
They're always getting booked at the borders with like 37 kilos of cocaine.
Fuck.
You hear a story all the time.
He's like, it is not mine. I promise. I don't know who put it there.
Canada's so soft on crime, especially Ontario, like Toronto. Like you could.
That's your California?
No, like you could do pretty much anything and be let out on bail. Anybody.
Oh, damn. You guys made it into California and Canada because that's the reason California is the way it is.
People are robbing shit, shooting people, and then 2 days later they're back out on the street.
That's wild.
It's crazy. It's bad right now.
So
Toronto's pretty bad.
So the crime,
Crime rate has skyrocketed.
But if you're America, what I'm trying to say, is it worth it more to transport drugs into Canada than to Mexico into the United States, punishment wise? Because when you come in from Mexico and you transport drugs into the United States fucks you so hard.
I think it's
I'm
going
saying
as they should.
both ways.
Which is shit. I'm not. But if you're from America and you're transporting into Canada, does Canada fuck those Americans or those Canadians hard? Is what I'm trying to say. Like you get what
I'm sure it's both ways.
both ways.
You know, because like even when you come into Canada, you have to go through American border first.
They don't give a fuck because they're
Sometimes, you know.
it's going out. Like they're like, whatever you're bringing is pretty much going out.
And then they're pretty tough at the Canadian border.
That's what I'm saying. If they get caught there with some
they'll
drugs,
fuck you.
really bad though. Like
I'm sure, yeah, 100%.
yeah? Okay.
Damn.
They're only lenient when you're Canadian.
It's not even that they're lenient then. It's just that the court system, they'll fuck you hard. They'll give you everything. But when you're in court,
Oh, you're talking about
That's
bail. Okay, you're just talking about
it's just
bail.
it's such a catch and release. Like it's like they're fishing.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. Hey, you know what I was bothering me the other day? Not really. I mean, not like bothering me, but I'm just like, who the fuck comes up with this shit, bro? Have you ever been to one of those online and then you enter your password? We gotta verify if you're human. right? And then they'll ask you some stupid ass question to be like, which one belongs in the water? And they'll fucking show you all these animals like,
Those captures.
yes, like who the fuck is making these questions up, bro? It's like the weirdest picture
AI
of a
is
cat.
probably doing it.
Bro, it's like there's one where it's like click all the same animal species, bro, and the picture they're using is a dog with a construction hat, bro. Like that's so confusing, dog. I don't know who's coming up with these captures. Do you ever see those, Xavier?
Yeah, they're there all the time, but I think they're kind of retarded at this point because you tell me AI can create artwork and write essays, but they don't know which one's a bus.
But that's the thing.
You get what I mean?
Here's the thing with AI,
like
though.
AI can really those captures are pointless now.
AI is not scary until like everything that AI is doing right now is through a prompt. Somebody is asking AI to do these things. AI is not just being like, yo guys, check out this song I just made. Like DMing people, you know what I mean?
You know, AI is really gonna be the reason we don't have like that thing. You know, AI uses water to work.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Every time you ask AI a question, it uses like a small percentage of water, dog.
How? In what sense?
With so much AI, it's gonna drain the water resource, and that's where the next war supposedly because
Where did you read that from? It's not. I don't know if it.
How does it use water?
Look,
in what sense?
I'll explain it to you right now.
I can understand that it uses a lot of power, and they're using water to
I've never
create
seen Xavier
power.
this stumped.
Water, while AI itself doesn't drink water, the data centers that power AI do consume a significant amount of water, primarily for cooling the systems. 100%. This is because the powerful computers used for AI tasks generate a lot of heat, and water is used to dissipate that heat.
Yeah,
But okay, so without that, these computers are crashing. So people are not gonna let like ChatGPT. Imagine every time you're like typing in, "Yo, make me this. Yo, make me this." Imagine Major Mike, the computer that helps him. How many computers he's burnt out? How much water the AIs that help Major Mike is doing?
And they use a special type of water too.
Can we but that's what I'm about to say. I know we have probably a special type of fresh water, but do you know how much water we have? We're 90% of the earth is water.
But we don't control.
And eventually they'll develop
They
something
have
that's
to
a cooling
develop something.
system.
The second people start getting real thirsty, someone's gonna stop creating BBLs and stupid shit that America does that we don't need to keep a civilization like new iPhone. They're gonna find out a way to desalt the earth, which they can already do. They can already desalt the water. It just costs too much. Sorry, it's doable. It just costs too much. Eventually, it's gonna be cheap. I mean, it can't be that hard to.
I don't know,
water out
man.
of
They
salt.
say that like there's been a lot of people that have predicted and prophecy said that the next war that happens will be fought over water.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's not a thing, but that's the thing. There's
Yeah, that's really supposed to be a thing because look at it happens every year in like in Vegas or a place like that. They depend on a lot of water reservoirs and like lake waters and stuff like that. And every year they get hit with some crazy summer. And like right now, summer hasn't even started like crazy for them. And their Lake Mead resources and Hoover Dam is all running out already.
You know, we used to go to war for salt.
Oh, for spices too, fool.
Salt, yeah. You want to know why for salt?
Fools will get smoked for spices back in the day, fool. Like think about it. Like Europe went to smoke a lot of Indian foods
Silk Road.
and still didn't think about putting that on their food. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that pissed me off. I was like, these fools they go for spices because they know it's valuable, but they don't think about seasoning their food. So fools will smoke you for a lot,
They're
dog.
just there to kill, dog. The white people.
People killed for
Nah,
water.
They were there because they knew the spices were worth money, bro. Like it wasn't even about like killing them, bro. It was just like they have something we want and we kind of don't want to pay.
Britain did that all over the world. They robbed the whole world and took
Of
it
their
home
values.
and then put it in a museum.
Yep.
And it's an artifact now.
I don't believe none of that. I don't believe that shit. When all those museums that we go to and I'm like, that's the actual artifact that they say, right? Like I'm like, you mean to tell me that you're gonna have a nugget this big of gold on display, homie? What if I walk in here with 100 people?
Izone, that has happened. People have stolen art pieces by Van Gogh or Picasso before.
Okay,
The real ones are there. That's why they have securities and
Like-
golded things.
like all right. For example, and not that I've conspired this or I've thought
Yeah, you
about
have.
this,
What
but
museum did you go with your lady that you were like, I could steal that?
I've been to the natural history museum a lot of times, right? And they have this one room that's all full of gems. I think they have the world's biggest kind of gemstones and diamonds in there. All this whole room, there's only just one big security guard in the front. That's all there is. Just one big security guard in the front, right? But bro, I'm talking about they're just in glass displays and it's like hanging there and like the world's biggest diamond or whatever is supposedly in there. And I'm like, who's to stop? You walk in here with 10 Samoans and just, they pick this security guard and they pin him down and then they just go in there and just YN the whole
The cops show up and we got 10 dead Samoans.
It's true.
They will shoot.
That's true.
Like, that's a big Chinese guy. Shoot him.
No, but still though, like if you're quick though, like let's just say you got like if you set it up right, and because how fast are the cops gonna get there to a place where they're all being used for protests and all that stuff? Let's just say you get the slight percentage to get away. It's not a lot of security we're holding. You could just knock that glass over and be like, man, fuck that. I'm taking this diamond and running out of here.
You do some Ocean's 11 shit. Do it at night.
That's what I'm saying.
It's happened before. I mean, there's guys that literally have walked in there, looked at the painting, look around, put it in their coat, and walk out. It's doable.
There's people who do heists.
That's ballsy, bro. Like imagine somebody coming in here and just being like, damn, that's Geo Kid.
That's the difference between a heist and a bunch of YNs doing a robbery.
No, but this guy was a smart white. It's a smart white guy that did it.
It's a heist.
It's a heist. You're right. Okay, heist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put some respect on
He's
it.
always trying to do a YN activity.
Yeah. You got if there's a full plan, blueprints, you're hiring a guy named Squeaks. It's a heist.
And if you're wearing a shiesty like Eason wears them.
Yeah.
Bro, I only wore that when it was cold, fool. Hey,
It's never been that cold in LA where you need to wear a
I was
shiesty.
in Ontario,
Yeah,
fool.
and then you almost wanted to steal a Hellcat.
Thank God I didn't, bro. Hey, make sure you guys change your passwords out there. I don't know if you guys saw the recent news that there was about 16 billion passwords leaked. Really? So if you haven't changed your Apple, Facebook, or Google passwords or your security measures, I highly suggest you get on that shit right now before somebody hacks your information. I mean, I know most of everybody's information is out there, and nobody's out there moving on like some big time shit. But all I'm saying is protect your stuff out there, man. Just little FYI reminder. Also, I wanted to.
Hey, what'd you think about Democrats voting for your gas to go up starting July 1st? Now that you have a Trocolona.
I mean,
it's good. Supposedly, it's supposed to get to. It's all word say, but it's supposed to get to $8 by 2026.
2026.
Yeah, like a year to $8 at the end of the year. It's supposed to be $8 gallon. That's crazy.
I don't know if that might. Can't you just vote for that not to happen?
That's the thing. Someone just voted for that to go up.
I don't know, bro. I mean, well, if that's the case, then I guess I'm driving the Beamer. Thank God I have two cars.
It goes into effect July 1st. What is it? A new gas tax that California just passed
That's
or whatever.
so expensive out here.
Yeah, what's it running out there?
It's expensive there too, but we do it by liters. So how many liters in a gallon? It's like $1.50 a liter.
3 liters in a gallon.
Yeah. So it would be 153, 450. Yeah, about the same.
About the same.
But Canadian. So cheaper.
30% cheaper. Yeah, for sure. Did you hear those phone calls of Cassie threatening the escort or something like that? Wait. They leaked. So the case has been going on throughout this whole time, and there was a leaked phone call where Cassie is talking to one of the escorts, and she is because the guy was like, "Hey, I have the video of you doing some stuff," and she threatens this fool she threatens to kill this fool. She's like, "No, just show me the video. Show me the video." This is and that. And she was like, if I had something, he's like, you know what? You better hope, because I'm going to kill you. I will fucking kill you. He was like, he's like, you're going to go missing. He's like, I'm going to have you chopped up. Yeah, bro. Like, it was crazy, bro. She was
Cassie said that.
Cassie said this fool to the escort, dog. Well, the phone recordings got leaked through TMZ.
Damn.
Yeah, fool. And I was like, I'm like, that right there.
It'll make it look good.
Shows that you're compliant.
That right there literally kind of made me feel like
she knows what's up.
Let me know Diddy's gonna get off all this shit.
Yeah, mistrial, some bullshit like that.
Diddy's.
But there's still like legal, literal sex trafficking. Where one person goes to another state and all that shit, paid by the company's money. I don't think he can get off of that shit, regardless of what she knows and what she's already involved in and all that crap.
When she talks like that, she's just reinforcing who Diddy is. Because
Yes.
obviously she meant Diddy's going to kill this guy.
Yep.
You
So I
also
think he's
know-
going to get in trouble.
You want to know why Kid Cudi's, you know why, you want to know why Kid Cudi's car blew up?
Diddy.
Yeah, but the point was, what I'm trying to say is, Cassie lied to both of them, saying that she was done with either of them. She lied to both of them. So
He was boning both of them
yeah,
still?
at the same time, and he didn't. She was going.
Well, that's how you
Literally
get
day and night.
She was going.
That's
to
how you
freak
get
off
this
when she was-
day and night. That's hilarious.
That's how you get. She was going to freak offs when she was with Kid Cudi.
That bitch has like diseases for sure, dog. Like you don't just get fucked like that.
I don't know. Diddy's pretty good about that shit, apparently. You know, if you're going to get an escort for sure,
Test
it's going to
them.
have that person tested.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
You don't think fucking what's his name Charlie Sheen, when he was hooking up with those prostitutes, he would test them out and then he would give them prep.
You go like this.
But he would give them prep.
Pure.
He would give them prep because he has AIDS or HIV, and he would give them prep. And
Tiger blood.
And he would tell them, "Hey, take prep because I have it," and then he would raw dog them.
What's prep?
Prep some
So
shit.
you don't get HIV.
medicine. Yeah.
Like you can fuck somebody with HIV and not get it, type of deal.
Yeah.
For what? Like 2 hours or forever?
Well, if you take it that day, you can fuck anybody with AIDS for that day.
That's wild that we created that.
Yeah. And
It's
gay
'cause,
guys,
like, it's because there was somebody out there that was like,
Created
man,
Brandon
that person
Shaw.
with AIDS look fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
somebody
Like,
was like, I need that.
yeah.
Horny
I need
science.
that
Some
AIDS.
fool was out there like, that fucking porn star with AIDS.
Antoja.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like some maniac was out there.
Bro, I know. Or some super ass fucking nerdy ass scientist went up to some porn star and said, "If I cure AIDS, can I hit it?"
Horny
And
science,
she
dog.
looked at him and she's like, "If you do it, you can get it." And this fool went back to the lab, dog. Fool was cooking,
You
bro.
have a whole. Do
Cooking.
you know anybody that would be that maniac?
Yeah, fool.
Like they would-
If Will was smart enough, this fool would be curing every disease. Dog.
So what happens if you give someone AIDS that medicine?
What do you mean, like?
Like-
oh no,
it
doesn't cure
It
it
prevents you from getting it.
and spreading it.
Yeah, once you got it already, you're fucked. I mean, there's medicines that make sure you don't die. You're not fucked like in the 90s or the 80s. But you're
Magic Johnson
still-
has entered the chat.
He's always in the chat room. There to defend
Let me
it.
tell you right now, fool. After that fucking 10 billion sale, his AIDS for sure is non-existent. Because remember, his cure to fucking his AIDS is the money.
This guy's probably alive because he just has AIDS.
You wanna
It's
know
probably
the
just one.
conspiracy? You want to know my conspiracy on that?
It was a misprint.
You want to know my conspiracy on that? I don't think Magic Johnson ever got it.
Why?
I think they told him to say
say
he
it.
had it, so it became really normal and casual. Like, oh, Magic Johnson.
And then the
has
black
it.
community.
Yeah, in the black community. Because you want to know what my theory is on that? He's still married to his wife that he had before he had AIDS. How doesn't she have AIDS? And then you're not mad that your fucking husband cheated on you and gave you AIDS? I think they told her, hey, here's some money. We're going to say he has AIDS. And it would ensure he don't cheat on you anymore. Ain't no one fucking Magic Johnson anymore because he has AIDS. And that's the poster child for that.
You're not wrong.
Because why didn't he die? And then everyone kept dying, and then what? He still can't play basketball. He never looked skinny. He never acted like a real AIDS patient. They just told him, if you say that you have it, we'll give you money. And his wife's like, why would we do that? No one's gonna cheat on you. He can't cheat on you anymore.
That's good. Everybody wins.
Mic drop. I don't like
Everybody
that.
wins.
Everybody wins. Win-win for everybody, bro. Your wife's happy. You're loaded. The NBA's happy, and the CDC's like, yeah, look, Magic Johnson's living.
He has
with it.
AIDS.
It's not so
You can do
scary
it too.
anymore. Yeah, it's okay. Raw dog the world again.
You still think AIDS is not real though?
I mean, that's not my theory. That's my last
Easy, he
info
died
had.
from it.
That's my
I know
last
somebody
info
who
had.
claims that theory. I won't say who.
Oh, is it the homie too?
He's a homie.
Yeah. Well, it's like COVID. Do we believe they were killing people with ACT? You've heard of ACT, right? They were giving it to. So there was the first drug that they gave to gay guys who got AIDS. They were giving this thing called ACT, but ACT was to kill cancer. But they gave it to them. AZT killed them, not fucking HIV and AIDS, and that's facts. And you know who was behind all that? Dr. Fauci. I know you've heard that.
Ooh, I know that guy.
Fauci.
Remember how you were talking about he's like, this channel's burnt?
Because
That's why, motherfucker. That's why. No, I'm just playing, but
we don't accuse Fauci the same.
yeah, bro, pissing off the wrong people. Hey, man, salute to everybody that's up in the chat room. Hey, Nitty, remind them one more time about your special.
Go watch Hi, I'm Nitty. It just dropped today. It's on YouTube. Search Hi, I'm Nitty from the Tish Sakuja. Check my YouTube page or the Comedy Records YouTube page. It'll be there. Drop a comment, like, share it with your friends.
You're gonna have reels, right? That we can all share.
Yeah. I'm gonna be dropping clips and reels and shit. And I appreciate the support, man. Same team. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Like I said, make sure you guys check out Nitty's special, Hi, I'm Nitty. Go run it up. Let him know that, he's embraced here in the California southern region.
Love me.
Yep. Ray, you got shout-outs?
Shout out to God. Shout out to my wife. Happy 3rd year anniversary. I love you so much.
Clap it up for that, too.
May the years go on forever. God willing. Because you got ice. But I'm good. We're good. All right. Nitty, congrats on your special, man.
Thank you, brother.
Hopefully one day I can shoot a special of you. And I won't charge you 16 grand for
Let's
it.
produce his next special.
Let's go.
Hey, man. I'm down. If you're down, let's do
Well,
it.
yeah,
I got
let's
people.
For real, let's fucking produce
We
it.
got our own camera people.
Yeah.
dog. We got our own
We can
sound.
produce it, dog, and then
just
before
need a
you know
venue.
it, we could just produce specials for other people and charge them.
We just need a venue, light guy, and we're good, dog.
We could go. We'll record something in the store.
Hey,
We'll make it happen.
You said once a year. I think you're pretty close.
What?
To record once a year. When did you record that?
2024.
What month?
No, it was 2025. September.
Okay. That's some time. Oh, it wasn't 2025.
October, November, December. 2024 September.
September. So if you want to do one a year, you got a couple months before you start planning this thing.
The only reason this year.
Yeah.
the only
Let this one get some traction, fool.
I'm just saying.
The only-
The opportunity right
No,
now.
I'm down.
I'm sure your brain's already thinking.
Of course, I'm trying already. Maybe an EP, a shorter one. But the only reason I'm a little hesitant is because I moved here and I had to start from the beginning. I'm working my stage time. I haven't had nearly as much stage time as I'm accustomed to. That makes sense. But soon, working on it.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting seasoned to it, man. I mean, that's really like essentially what you're doing. You're paying your dues, and I'm glad to see it happen for you. I mean, that's really all you can hope, man. You want your homies to be good at what they do.
Appreciate it, dog.
Xavier,
Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you to all the new Patreon subscribers. We're gonna make it worth it for you guys. We're working on some new things, and hit that like button, subscribe. Go check out the #1 podcast in the world. I should have named it that. Sam said I should have named it that. And I was like, fuck, I should have named it that. Go check it
you're
out.
only 3 episodes in. You can
It's
still
still
change
number
the
one,
fucking. You can still change the name,
Go
dog.
check it out. It's called Actually Marks the Spot. It's me and Chili. Go give it a like. It's kind of funny. But we'll see you guys Wednesday, Thursdays, and thank you to all the super chatters today.
Hey, the people that win the pair of glasses, do they get it with all those fingerprints on there? Because look,
special, dog.
dude, that shit. If there was a black light to be on that right now, it'd be look like Mexico City, bro. Yeah, if we wipe them bitches down.
These people want them with me warn them.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for the super chats. Hit the thumbs up. Follow me on Whatnot. I do have different stuff on there that I'm going back at it. I've listed a few of them, so please follow me on Whatnot, and we'll be doing them off of the office as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Go to flavorsbyezone.com or highandhungry.shop. If you go get any of the new hats that I dropped, I will be hooking you up personally with some chiclets. Or I'll throw in one of these in there, or I'll throw in some random shit that always makes it worth it for you. So go to flavorsbyezone.com. I always hook you guys up. Go take advantage of all the new cool gear. I've really been putting a lot of thought into it. Can't wait for you guys to see the new shirts. Also, hit the Patreon. You want to find out where to get these, and more, go to Patreon/We Don't Smoke the Same Podcast. For $5, you can get access to that, plus 2 episodes a month extra that only get on Patreon, and behind the scenes stuff like my homie getting shot by ICE. So with that being said, I will see you guys next week. Enjoy yourself and have a good weekend. Safe out there.
Peace.